Hello, Nisa. Hello, Red. Hello, Rand. Well, this is something I haven't seen when I was testing this earlier. I'll just let this play it, though.
Beloved place, silver shines, the world dines, a smile on each face. As joy surrounds, come blow the bounds, and I can feel them breaking free. For just this moment lost in time, I am finally me. Yet still I hide behind this mask that I have become. My blackened heart, scorched by flames of force I can't run from.
I've played mostly all the Fire Emblem games.
I look to you like a red rose, seeking the sun, no matter where it goes. I long to stay where the light dwells, to guard against the cold that I know so well.
Oh, that was neat. Now, I would just continue my save I started earlier, but because it's only on Chapter 2, but I will start a new one anyway. Just for simplicity's sake, I'm gonna actually be just playing on normal for the stream. That way I don't potentially have endless numbers of restarts if the game actually gets hard. And I'm gonna play on Classic because I'm like that. I will be restarting if someone dies, but that's just how this works for me. And they'll have online stuff, because it shows statistics of what other people do. I do not know NAS or NAS. Graham? Heels are not good combat shoes. I'm gonna remind everyone now, this is a game rated T for teen.
Tell me, Nemesis, do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die in it! Die! Die! You took everything that I loved. He's gone now, Mother.
So that just happened.
Oh my. What could have brought you here?
To be fair, you'll never see a crazy lady stabbing somebody to death in an E-rated game.
It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
Select a form. Marth or Lucina with a larger bust. I'ma just go male.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
You could say I'm a ghost or I'm a demon, but it literally adds nothing, and all she does is basically go, "Stop lying. You have to say I'm immortal."
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
His name is Bleth. I don't like that name. I'm just gonna do what I always do with Fire Emblem games when I get to name the character. I'm just gonna name it me.
Huh. I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names. You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
Oh, because I have no imagination, I'm just gonna throw in my own birthday. Because it, as far as I know, it literally does not matter. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be crapping on the beginning of this game a little bit.
It seems we share our day of birth. How strange.
Yeah, how strange. It's almost as if you say that no matter what day you put in. Strange that.
It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap. It is almost time to begin.
She is just mood, though.
Hey, time to wake up. Were you having that dream again?
I was dreaming of a girl.
You've described her to me before. I don't think I've ever met anyone like that. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts.
Sure it is.
Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
Of course.
Hmm? Oh, good grief.
Hello,
Everyone's
Code Mario
already waiting
kids.
for us outside.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true.
I mean, bandits
They
are kinda
attacked us
everywhere.
while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives.
not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait.
Bandits
Whoop, I
spotted
did
just
not mean to
outside the
skip that.
village.
The uniforms, they're familiar
There
to
were a
him.
lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come
I mean,
on,
we could.
Let's move. Hope you're ready.
Okay, I suppose I'm on chapter 3. I was only on 2. To be fair, I'm probably not going to get through enough of the game to actually spoil anything. At least not in just this stream. One thing I will note.
Those thieves before they overtake
Yeah, Gerald. I don't. Yep. Get to kill the guy. I could explain all of this, Gerald. You got all these 4 people. The only one that matters is your main character. And whoever you like the most is who you should use in this as well. On my on my personal save, all I used was the main character for this because I kind of don't like any of these 3. But I'll use her
Stay
as
focused.
well. And here's the main gameplay of Fire Emblem. Yeah, weapon durability. Weapons break!
I will prevail.
Now let's just hope she can hit. She is using an axe. Normally, I'd be going over, like, all the little, all the little fascinating bits to the gameplay of Fire Emblem, but, a lot of them have been removed. And just in case I need the help, I'm gonna bring these 2 idiots up too.
I'll cut through.
But don't need you to tell me this, Gerald. I was about to explain this. Up here are trees. They give defense and evasion. Trees are very handy. You like trees. They're your best friend. Now, if this was a standard Fire Emblem game, this would be a very bad thing to be getting her into. I'm just gonna call her Ed. It'd be a very bad thing for getting Ed into, because, I mean, sword beats axe. Except in this game.
You have a strange aura about you.
And here's a little talk.
You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain...
Yeah, terrain types, they exist. Now, I'm gonna move main character here just to give them an extra target to swing at. She still got hit. Good. Yeah? Trees can very easily become your enemy, though, if, well, enemies get inside them. And yeah, it's a fine opportunity to use combat arts, at a point where you can literally one-shot any of the enemies that are next to the trees. I may as well explain. Combat arts are basically stronger attacks that use multiple points of weapon durability. On hard, they were useful quite a lot, but I honestly doubt they will be on easy. Well, not easy, normal. Yes, hard and easy. Though that is generally how difficulty works with modern Fire Emblems, so. Okay, he can't reach any of the idiots. Hey, she actually dodged! Good job! Clearly, she has gone to Piccolo's school of fighting.
I must get stronger.
Well, she's already growing defense. That'll be kind of handy.
Attack when an ally.
Yeah. If an ally is nearby, the enemy has debuffs. See how his number's red? It's because it's being lowered because she's nearby. On the portrait of main dude, that's how you can tell if someone nearby is supporting the attack or not.
Should I have held back? Such power dwells within?
I don't need to use items. We've barely been hurt, game. It'd be a waste. I could probably get into those trees. That might be a terrible idea, but I'm gonna try it. I mean, she has vulnaries.
Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
Where are you guys going? I guess they're going after the idiots. This might be incredibly dumb. Because... okay, it's just him, I guess. He would give her another axe. Yeah, she should be fine.
I'm gonna kill you where you stand.
Unlikely. Yeah, very unlikely. Well, I'll move up here so that it potentially helps.
It's a long road yet.
And also, I wouldn't say that she's overpowered. Not until she has the axe out of her hands. I mean, if the game looks good to you, Rand, get it. If it doesn't, don't. I wouldn't say it's a great Fire Emblem game. I'd still suggest people just get a DS emulator and play New Mystery of the Emblem. But...
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the Beginning. Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis.
you just said that.
And I am also called the Beginning.
You just said that too.
Who once called me that?
What are you even talking about?
I was not able to recall my name until just now.
No, you were able to recall it just before just now because you just said it.
And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child's just saved your life. And what does that make you?
I mean, I'm tempted to say I'm no child, but I know from experience that she likes if I say I'm less than a child.
Correct. You you understand. You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened. There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that?
The time resumes.
When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end.
I mean, not really. Ed there had lower defense, I think lower or just a little higher defense than me. So I'd only be taking about 15 damage. And I had like 24 health. I'll be fine. This universe has health bars. Don't you know this, Sothis?
How rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do?
I mean, you can turn back time. If you can stop it, you can turn it back.
Let's turn back the hands of time. Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Thing is, Red, with how crits work in Fire Emblem, and how low that guy's skill and luck were, it would probably still be a very low crit chance. Because my skill and luck are higher.
Hey, over here!
And now we just start ignoring the crazy guy with an axe. Now he's just gone.
Did you just...
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
Sierra Shitdon, 7 turns. Yeah, she's the MVP, because the AI decided to attack her the most. I just need to be very careful to not overwrite my save.
My thank you so much.
Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, it's been ages! Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man! Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore.
No, we are but
These
humble
days, I'm
mercenaries.
just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Alright, Red.
Garrig Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
Apparently, yes, but I have blue hair. I'll just say it's correct, even though I look
Is that
nothing
so?
like him.
Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you?
I mean, I don't have a choice in the matter.
What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Saros.
The Knights of Saros. They do seem rather skilled. Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
Yeah, we just have, you know, basically a goddess living in our head
appreciate
now.
your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker?
To be fair, in Fire Emblem, every main important character has blue hair. I think the only exception is Roy. And even then, if I remember right, his game has 3 main characters, and one of which has blue hair. Or is it 2 of them have blue hair? It may only be 1.
Former captain of the Knights of Saros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
Corrin isn't technically the main character of Awakening, though. I think Corrin's for Awakening. Because that would be, I can't remember his name. Dumb dude who wears the Fire Emblem like a shield. I hate Awakening.
You haven't heard of the Knights of Saros? The most famous order of knights in all of Fodlan.
I can't remember the default names for a lot of the protagonists. Like the creator protagonist, anyway.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel.
Yeah, I'd rather not
I
talk
should
with you,
mention that the
Claude.
3 of us are students of the Officers Academy at Garreg Mach
Yeah,
Monastery.
that's his name. Crom.
We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these 2 hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
To be fair, the 3 of you could have taken on the bandits. You just didn't.
So that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
Yeah, I think they're technically family.
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment.
Though I think, if I remember right, the only main connection between the 3 of them, Marth, Crom, and Lucina, is the falchion. And the Fire Emblem, but the Fire Emblem is in every game, so you can't really...
The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you 2 sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors.
Yeah, Claude, you would not have succeeded at that. Because it could just be me, but I find him obnoxious. It's probably the voice, mixed with the fact that he looks like the stereotypical pretty boy.
But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
With none of you, really, but, you know.
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well?
And if I remember right, a Drestian Empire is the lady, so I'll just say her.
A wise choice. Though the Empire has fallen from its former glory, the other regions are merely offshoots that pale in comparison.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
I mean, from what I played of
They are in
Awakening,
such a
they
hurry.
never said that, but I have
No,
also never
each of
beaten
the three
Awakening.
is
I just get
most unique.
bored before I get to the end. It's here. Sense of darkness lurking beneath. He's an idiot. He's an idiot.
Yes, I thought the same.
Exactly.
I am so sleepy once again. I may be sleeping, but
I love how well that worked out. He's an idiot, he's an idiot. Yes, I think the same.
Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon. 3 houses.
It's story time.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
The goddess is undoubtedly Sothis. Though she seems to be preoccupied with protecting me, not the continent. But,
This
you
will
know.
be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
So that means it's a fast monastery, or one that was just thrown together. Because that's the only things Mach usually means. But usually that spelling of Mach is for speed. So it's a very fast monastery. I think she just lies about having the same birth date.
Ray is here.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now, You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
The Archbishop?
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros.
And we are not.
The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
Yeah. I was gonna wait to mention that until we started getting to more
So I
sketchy
see.
moments, but,
The
you know.
miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name? A fine
My name is, according to Red Frank, but, you know, it's not actually
From the
that.
bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you.
True, but usually green hair is Manateke, and the Manateke are usually not the bad guys.
I must step away from
I mean, I get the more
but
recent
I
games
expect
kind
I
of
will
ruined
desire a
that,
word
but,
with you soon.
you know, purple or green hair is usually Manateke. That seems to be their common colors of hair.
Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I can't believe it.
Hello, AI.
Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
Must work here. This is mercenary.
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it.
Yep, and here's the title explained.
You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea.
And I mean, this kinda... Gerald has to have a reason for distrusting her.
I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know.
I mean, I was more thinking of, you know, Rose Kingdoms, not Harry Potter. Maybe it's just because I'm not a fan of Harry Potter.
I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Bad touch. You're a songstress?
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefranc Opera Company's beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
And nobody
Lastly,
cares about the
there is
Golden
the
Deer.
Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance.
Which no one cares about.
Their house leader is Claude,
An idiot.
grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
And the Duke is also probably an idiot.
To think that the next emperor, king, and sovereign duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids.
I mean, red, blue, and yellow would be the more accurate, you know, even to the colors.
I'm sure Lady Rhea
So-
will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
If I remember right, Pokemon Yellow was actually decently popular, though I don't think it was as popular as Red and Blue.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Seteth. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flayn is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Seteth, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual.
True.
We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the Church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Just gonna slide along here. You can actually control the little dude with the motion controls. But if you get them at just the right angle, you just kind of slide while in the standard pose. And automatic doors! Very fancy.
Of course.
I don't need controls. I mean, we could just talk to her and get her quest, or we could just wander off, but I'll actually get the quest.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers Academy.
Yes,
Correct?
you've already told me this, basically. Well, you didn't tell me, but other people told me.
To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy. That is your first one.
I know. I need to
May
walk
I
around and
ask
talk
a
to
favor
people.
of you?
I get an iron sword and some vulnerary. Yo, what's up?
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here.
I mean, not really. I kind of expected that was going to happen based on the game and, you know, Nintendo's footage that they showed off at E3.
Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits.
I've played basically every Fire Emblem. I think the only Fire Emblem game I haven't played is... well, there's 2 of them. There was the 3rd one released for the 3DS, which was a remake, and the Fire Emblem Warriors game.
Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
And I had played the mobile game for a while, but I just kind of got bored of it. No, but I like Warriors games, so...
Yes.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire.
I mean, yeah, that doesn't ring a bell.
I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresvelg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
I mean, I kind of already know about them all, but you guys probably don't, so...
Me?
And I need to look through it all
Well,
anyway.
Some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day, I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of forced to be a teacher now. I don't really want to be, but, you know.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
I don't like him, though. He'll probably never be used. I did not like Fire Emblem Fates. They changed way too much about the game. Like, removing weapon durability, for whatever reason making the early game weapons, and even late game weapons, detrimental to you. Making Manatekes useless in the grand scheme of things. Forcing the consumer to basically buy 3 games to get the whole game experience. I'm glad they didn't do that with 3 Houses. I was really worried they were going to.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Dugair, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is perhaps too pleased with its own status.
What's the name of 10? I don't know them by number. I learned them by name. I don't know why everyone always shortens them to a number. It just makes it more confusing for new people trying to get into the series.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him.
Mood.
And nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping.
This guy is just, yeah. I liked Radiant Dawn.
If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
Basically, the only Fire Emblem game the 2 Fire Emblem games I've really not liked. I suppose I could kind of count the mobile game in that too, because it just got very boring very fast. Is Awakening and Fates. I did not like either of them.
He's the second son of Count Burgles. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
To be honest, I'll probably not bother using him. Though I probably will have to. Wait, no. No, I can make do.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she's shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
Awakening and Fates are selective breeding simulators. That's all they are. Well, selective breeding and grinding simulators.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception.
She's apparently a lot of people's most used character. I mean, I can kind of see why, with the adjacent allies recover up to 10% of HP at the start of each turn, but...
She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
Crom's an idiot. And Lucina is... I mean, she's a child character.
To the west of Fodlan is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king.
I love how the archipelago is named a proper name. Meanwhile, everyone else has these weird, hard-to-pronounce names.
Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious. To the west of
Yeah.
Fodland, Bridget is a
Push the wrong button. And there's all of them. Hello, gatekeeper.
Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Yes.
Now, I forget where everyone else is. Right, yeah, they're over there. Yeah, I mean, like, Dimitri and Claude there work. They're more normal names than, you know, ladies, who I'm just gonna keep calling Ed, because it... her name does not even remotely sound feminine. Like, no royal family would name their child like that. Let alone the princess heir. They're gonna want to name her something that sounds feminine and beautiful, not, you know, basically something that could be shortened to Ed.
Here, did you? Talk about a great first impression.
Yeah, I don't
guess
care,
that means
Claude.
I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two.
No, but you're
Have
an
you met the
idiot.
folks from the Golden
So that'll
Deer
make
House
you
yet?
more difficult,
Care to
Claude.
know more about anyone?
I mean, I have to know more about you all. I don't want to know more, but...
Piqued your interest, have I?
No, you haven't,
As
but I
luck would
have to
it,
learn about
pretty
you.
Curious about you as well.
True, but it's just easier to call her Ed.
But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
The only thing I kind of like about Claude there is that he has a strength towards flying and bows. But that's about it. I like flying units.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
I'd do with never hearing you talk again, Claude, but you know.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life.
He also can't scratch his head properly, apparently.
Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and... actually, that's about it. He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
And that defining ability is not that great. At least if this game ends up like basically every other Fire Emblem, a hit bonus of 20 is pretty useless late game.
Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here.
That skill, however, of doubling skill experience earned in battle, that could actually be very handy.
But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know? Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
We're a teacher now, Red. That's what you've missed. We're learning about every student.
Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit.
Yeah, she's a combat unit that works better if she's not actually on the front lines, because usually your combat formation will only be 2 wide, or even sometimes 1 wide.
If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't
I
be
haven't
there
picked the
because
house
she
yet,
never
but I'm
got around to
going with
submitting it.
Ed's.
Not too
The-
unusual
the
for a noble, I guess.
Black Eagles.
Leonie enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
Yeah, that's,
Suppose I should come in
What do you
here and
think?
talk with people. As much as... Can I even?
Are you
I
someone's
can.
guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
I'm not gonna bother talking with everyone now. There's not a whole lot of point, they're just gonna introduce themselves. And we can basically get a feel for why they are from just talking with these guys.
You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
I mean, there are legitimately a couple, like 3 of the Blue Lions here I actually kind of like. The Blue Lions are what I went with in my personal save. And my combat group is Dimitri, Ingrid, Annette, and Mercedes. These other 4 dweebs are just left at home because I couldn't care. I've not needed more than the 5.
Please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped. Hello. Dedu was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man.
Young man with gray hair. I don't think he's very young.
Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy. He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime.
I don't even know who that is, so... I also don't know who the main villain is either, so I'd appreciate it if no spoils.
He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm. Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help. I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
And that skill right there is why I mostly went with blue instead of the other colors. Because a healer that heals themselves, hand her an axe, and she becomes the healer, well, first healer you get in Awakening. I forget her name. Crom's sister. Just basically a battle monk. But she has a weakness for all main weapons, so, yeah. Doesn't mean she can't use them, though.
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery.
Well, that and Annette's rally. And the fact that her rally keeps getting better.
She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night. Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself.
And I mostly use Ingrid because she has no weaknesses. And now that I know what gambits are and do, that skill is actually rather nice. And she has pretty average stats across the board to start with, too. I'd say out of all of the units, she is the most generally balanced and could do whatever you need her to do.
She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
Her defense growths don't seem to be great, though.
I appreciate your effort.
Quest complete. Return to the audience chamber. I don't really care to explore more at the moment.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
I mean, even just from the colors of my outfit, and where I'm pretty sure the other 2 are going to end up, it seems like the canonical path is Black Eagle, given I have red on my outfit. The scholar dude there has yellow, and lady has blue.
So you have chosen the Black Eagles led by Edelgard, correct? Your heart has made its choice, then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I am in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers' Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
I will do my best. I'm honestly not sure how I'm gonna do it with this group.
Wait, so our new professor is you? I didn't see that one coming.
Easy, Caspar. Aren't you being a bit rude?
You know it's a waste of time to expect politeness from him. It will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take a nap.
Don't look at me like that! Oh, and please don't talk to me too much either.
I'm sorry for the chaos you've walked into.
A purple-haired
I
girl
hear
is
we are rather
waifu
close in
material.
age, Professor. I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us. In our class, we try to treat each other as equals, despite any differences in age or status. Personally, I would love to include you in that inner circle.
You have a gut, Professor. I will take great joy from your teachings.
Petra, I believe you mean to say that our professor has guts. That's a bit different from having a gut. You can't go around saying someone so slim and attractive has a gut.
Oh, please take my apologies. I have not yet mastered this language.
Professor, I want you to know that it's perfectly acceptable for you to treat me as you do the others. I may be the Imperial Princess, but here at the Academy, I'm just another student.
Yeah, a lot of these choices where you get to say something, there is no other option, so it may as well just say it for you.
That said, know
Thing
that
is,
I
some
have
of the
high
choices have
expectations
only one
and high
choice
hopes.
anyway, even though they
But I'm
show
certain you can
3.
lead the Black Eagle House to greatness.
Like, I think you were here for it at the beginning, Red, of the option of when Saris asks you if you're, you know, what you are, and you can say, I'm a ghost, I'm a demon, or I'm a human. Well, I'm immortal. If you say ghost or demon, she's just like, don't lie until there's only mortal left. Like, she has the exact same response to ghost and demon. Why they give you those options, I have no idea.
Sure. Now let's break the ice with a training session. I want to see our new teacher in action.
Why will the ice be broken? Is this a custom I have missed in my studies?
Not real ice, just the ice of, well, it just means let's get to know each other.
I don't want to train. Let's stay in the classroom and learn from a book.
Let's all calm down and have a nice cup of tea, how about? Doesn't that sound lovely, Professor?
I'm with Lindart.
I know we all agree to treat each other as equals, but there is a limit to what I can tolerate. The esteemed Black Eagle House requires order.
Looks like your first job will be to quiet down this racket. I don't envy you.
Yeah, Hubert, you can just go off and stop existing.
You're not normally this rowdy. I do hope you can manage, Professor.
I don't trust Hubert. And his name's Hubert. That's not a very trustworthy name. Well, to be fair, as much as this game does focus a lot on the, you know, the 3D bits, this is a tactics game. The idle animations and cutscene animations don't matter that much.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise.
I don't trust the church in general.
You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while.
But you're not gonna tell me absolutely
Crests
everything.
are a fascinating topic. But before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. Those who carry crests
They
may
exist
excel
in
at
Bloodlines.
magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now. I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
Do what you can, old
Yes,
dude.
of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this?
I mean, it's a pattern.
A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling!
This guy reminds me of Hammerlock from
Pardon
Borderlands.
my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
Personal opinion, first Borderlands is fun. Pre-sequel is fun. 2 is boring. But I know I'm pretty opposite on that. A lot of people like 2 the most. I don't understand why, but...
With each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month, and when.
I can explore, but I'm actually gonna do a thing really quick here before I forget to. Because I want an axe. Let's see. You have no weapon. Oops, okay. I'm gonna use this guy, so take the iron sword. Actually, keep the training sword too. Oh, I could have just taken this guy's axe. Oh. Okay, she has a bow. What was her strengths? Can I still see that? Oop. Well, I mean, she starts with a... Okay, she has lances. Okay, I want to get her a spear then. Does anyone here even have a spear? Oh, this guy does. Good. You. Give her your spear. Yeah, that should be good. I get to explore. I swear I just heard a girl's voice. Maybe there's a girl that will appear here at some point. There's a bulletin board. It tells me that there's quests around the place. And this is what takes forever with this game.
Students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
Okay.
I'm not too keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy. Maybe I should talk to my professor about transferring to a different class.
I'd love to play Xenoblade Chronicles, but I'm not paying $100 to get the Wii version, and my 3DS can't play it well. It's like the remake.
Let me know when you are hungry. I will make you a quality meal, as thanks for your service to His Highness. I have a request.
Yeah, grow food for him.
I heard about the upcoming mock battle. I want you to know, Professor, that I do not intend to lose. I hereby declare my intention to prevail at... Goodness, listen to me. The thrill of competition has carried me away. I won't speak so formally of a class assignment in the future.
And I suppose I've played a bit of the Chronicles, but not a whole lot, purely because, well, my emulator kind of just stopped being able to handle it.
Oh, Professor!
At least at a reasonable FPS.
Me, I'm still not used to it. I'm not one for all this studying and training.
Hey, Teach. I hear there's gonna be a mock battle between the houses. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit concerned about facing an elite mercenary like you. Maybe take it easy on us. What do you say?
No, I'm going to crush you. Yep, dormitory. I can tell we just came from a dormitory game. There's no need for this. This is important, though. Look at this chunky boy. Look at this. I wish I could move the camera in, but I can't. Look at that chunky boy go.
Hi.
Hello. Are you seeing this chunky boy? Look at him. I should continue on, though. Yeah.
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you, if I have to. It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
I mean, there's a lot of cats. If I stopped to name them all, then I'd be here forever.
I don't like to come out unless I really have to. Hope you're okay with that, Professor.
Well, there's Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes. Lady Rhea's quite the beauty, too. And I must admit, I've even checked out Professor Manuela once or twice. You know, Professor, I think I'm going to like it at the Officers' Academy. There are beautiful girls as far as the eye can see.
I'm tempted to get you killed just so you're not here anymore.
Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year for naps. I could just forget all about my assignment. Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, did you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed. My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines.
Fair enough, I can't afford the Wii version. It's a few $100s. Well, it's usually only about 100, but still, that's a lot more than I'm willing to spend.
You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
Now I need to do some gardening, which is you just plant thing. I've legit never come back to check on this, so... because it takes energy. Still though, for a game as old as it is, it's just too much. Well, there's another cat. He's not a chunky boy. But there's this one, who's also a very chunky boy. And there's owls. And there's dogs. And then there's more chunky boys. Although I think these ones are skinnier. Yeah, these are skinny. I mean, that one's like the border between chunky and normal. Wait, there was someone here, isn't there? Yeah.
Goddess,
Yo, what's up?
Goddess, I pray to thee. Please protect us.
Hello there, Professor. Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself.
Right, I forgot it was on the Wii U eShop.
Should the opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have. Might you help me with a favor?
I'm busy. Do you want something? I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
I suppose I should probably do the quest. I'll talk to this guy first.
I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal. Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time? I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
It's not how that works, but okay. Hey, today's special. Bring her and her. And now I'm out of energy.
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
Now an E+ professor.
Nice. I knew I could count on you.
I mean, do that. I wonder if I can still do the fishing part of this, because I have no energy left. I think I did all of it on my first go, so... I can probably still do it. Yeah, I know how to fish. It's pretty easy, if I'm honest.
You have helped me so much.
Oh.
I mean, I used to play Club Penguin, so...
Professor, I hope you know I am having great abilities for reading and writing. With sadness, I still have struggles with speaking. If my ways of speech are causing a burden, I hope you will have forgiveness.
Yeah, it's sad that Club Penguin's dead. I enjoyed logging into that occasionally and just showing off limited edition things that I had. Now I need to find... Oh, she's up there. Okay. Yeah, this is another cat out here. That's why I said if I start giving all of them names, I'd be here forever. I might as well come talk with this guy.
Listen to this. Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement. I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. I could probably take you, though. You really think so? With enough training, I'm sure I'll beat you someday.
I mean, it's kind of nice to have one character that is, you know, speaks definitely different from everyone else. Especially because, well, let's face it, every character in this game, aside from their personality, is functionally the same. So...
Dimitri and Claude are the leaders of the other two houses. Do not underestimate them. When we take the field, it would be best not to engage the both of them at once.
Some believe the dignity of the Empire rests on the results of the mock battle. That's an overstatement, of course. Still, we must do our best to prevail. You should take the time to learn each student's abilities. Perhaps some extra lessons and training sessions are in order? You look as if you have no idea what's going on here. I know my way around, so I'm happy to help you find your footing. The monastery has some for example,
I'm just gonna skip through all of this.
Have you those can if you the bulletin you should take if you great to put it plain.
And I'm good. I want to get into another actual battle before the 2-hour mark. Sure.
Much appreciated.
I'll buy everyone flowers when their birthday comes around.
Thank you.
Oh, Ed's taken back the first place.
It's finally time for the mock battle. This is my chance to measure your worth as an instructor. Do you think you can rise to the challenge? So confident. This will be interesting.
Hello, Nuke.
Each of us has undergone strict training. We're prepared for anything that comes our way. That means there's no need to hold back. Show us what you're capable of.
Hey there. Did we miss our invite to this strategy meeting? No, no worries. We'll just join in now.
Simply tell me your weaknesses and you're welcome to stay. But is there enough time to cover them all?
Ah, so you can't win unless you know my weakness. Poor princess. You really should believe in yourself more.
I spare no effort when pursuing victory. As a master of schemes, I should think you would understand.
Schemes? Me? I have no idea what you're talking about. I plan to fight fair and square as ever.
Hearing the words fair and square from Claude can only be a bad omen.
Your Highnesses haven't known me for very long, but you already have me figured out, don't you?
I've already picked the house I've joined. I'm with Red Girl. Yellow is for idiots, because the leader's an idiot.
No need to poke fun.
My personal save, though, I'm with Dimitri and his group.
I will fight to win.
Yes, and the same is true of us. Right, Professor?
Maybe Edelgard or whatever.
If that is how you feel, then I will not hold back.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
Ah, how time flies. In that case, I'll see you later.
Edelgard, Professor, be careful out there.
It's more, I picked her because she has a waifu in her group. And I didn't want to just go blue again. Because like I said, my personal playthrough, I'm on blue, so... You can go away, you can go away. For now, you can go away. Let's bring these three. Because, basically balanced. Waifu. And healer. Though I think healer that doesn't have a heal. So there's that. Which is gonna make this interesting. Okay. Just to make sure everyone's equipped the way I want them equipped. Yeah. Yeah, everyone should be good. Alright, Red. Just because it's just habit.
The mock battle is finally here. Will you lead us to victory?
Do my best.
I'm sure you already understand. Incidentally, I'll be over...
Yeah, I just want to see. Oh, he's running blue. I thought it would be her running blue and him running yellow, but I guess not.
Stay focused.
Tree.
That's my cue.
Your healing of adjacent allies.
I will prevail.
Oh no.
Archer.
I will get the victory.
Cover flank.
None of your shallow tactics are required, Claude. Ignatz and I will dismantle the opposition.
Me?
Yep.
But I'm not ready.
If I die, it's gonna be restarting, but yeah.
Are you making light of our new professor? If you drop your guard, you're gonna get hurt.
Ash, can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
Yes, have an archer go to the front
Finish
lines.
preparing. Make your move. Did you? Mercedes? Keep our enemy occupied until then.
Well, what I mean is, if anyone dies, I'm restarting. That's just how I play Fire
We'll
Emblems.
try our best.
The game does have a mechanic where you can, like, roll back time, but I'd rather fully restart, because usually if someone dies when I'm playing, it's because I made a mistake 5 to 6 turns ago. So... Now, during this training exercise, it doesn't matter, so I'm probably going to be a little careless.
I've lost? Oh, unthinkable.
I'm basically just going to be taking residence up in this forest and waiting for them to come to me. They're gonna attack her, aren't they? That's gonna suck.
Well done, Teach. I may have to take this seriously after all. Let's use the forest to set up an ambush. I'm counting on your support, everyone.
Yeah, everyone. You've got like 2 people left. Okay, she's better than him. Okay. That works.
If they're waiting in the forest, we do...
Yeah, I don't need your advice. I really don't want either of these two to actually get the kill. Yeah, that'll work. I am the teacher. It's more he's copying me, but also that guy isn't the teacher.
I've lost.
Whoa, did I get stronger?
Oh, okay. Yeah, how much health are you gonna leave him with? 6, that's convenient. Don't miss. I know you're using an axe and all, but don't miss. You can just call him Yellow Idiot if you want me to know exactly who you're talking about.
So strong. Have to do better next time.
Flame spirit, protect me.
That is so inefficient healing. Okay. See if I can take up residence in another forest. She'll get a heal eventually, I'm hoping. With how much people seem to use her, I would definitely hope she gets a heal. I mean, she has a passive turn-on-turn heal that's 10% of their HP, but that's pretty useless. Can I possibly just move you to... Yes, I can.
Are you really gonna fight 2 houses at once? An impressive display of confidence.
This is a good opportunity for us. Let's forge ahead.
Did one of them just rally somehow? Yeah, I'm fairly okay with how everyone's positioned right about now. Kind of. Where can you get to? Okay, to attack her, he'd have to run straight forward. There's a chance he'll enter the trees. That could be problematic. I mean, Dorothea here is more of a battle mage at the moment, so... The dumbest thing anyone's ever said to me, I take quite a lot for me to think of exactly what the dumbest was. And that'd probably offend people with a few examples I could think of.
Is that all?
Yeah, he'd be left with 9. Yeah. I mean, I'd rather Berna gets the experience, but... Oh, that won't actually be enough. Well, this will actually come in handy then. And she crit as well. Okay.
Apologies, Your Highness.
Witness frigid pride.
You're in good form.
Now... Okay, you intend to attack her. You intend to attack her. Okay, I'm okay with that. I mean, I don't mind JoJo memes, so... That did just remind me, I still have that on
No use.
the server mute because I was asleep.
Roar feeds my body and mind.
Okay, I'm assuming she's basically Myrmidon-esque. It's pretty neat. I mean, I put the Discord on server mute while I'm asleep because, well, you guys do talk a lot on there. And for whatever reason, the Discord notification sound gives me the worst anxiety if I wake up to it. So, I tend to just mute it for my own sanity, mostly. I hate using this much durability, but... Actually... How much damage do you deal? Okay. Assuming she does well, okay, she crit. I was gonna use
My training was
I was gonna use Berna, but okay. Kind of want a guaranteed hit, but I need axe experience, so...
Oh no. This is as far as I can go.
Now, no one else really needs heals except for the healer, who I don't think her skill will affect herself. Kinda glad both teachers aren't moving at once. Okay, she's not in range to do anything. Yeah, her skill does not heal her. You go and stand there. I know that's going to make you a target. But you have the health to live that.
You're weak.
Oh, okay, I guess she needed some healing then. You can finish off him.
Look at that, a real-life princess. I'll have to be careful not to scar that little face of yours.
Careful, Claude. I'll win no matter what, but you're only making things harder for yourself.
Losing hasn't even crossed your mind, has it? Ooh, this will be a bit of a shock then.
Claude, you're an archer in melee range.
To shock was your intention to begin with, was it not?
step at a time.
Ugh, I hate losing. I guess I'll just have to settle for cheering the others on.
Okay, who are you attacking? Her. That's fine. Jeez, she is slow. Okay. Might also have to do with the fact she's using a hand axe, I don't know.
That is that.
As for those who you've probably gathered by now, archers in the Fire Emblem universe can only fight one square, like 2 squares away from themselves. So like, if Berna was not to move, she could not attack Dorothea here. She could only attack Petra or Edelgard. So, yeah. Actually wonder. I'll leave with 8. You can't get close
Shouldn't
enough.
strain myself.
That'll deal 11. Or 3. Okay. Which of you needs experience more? Okay. Wait. You should be here. Right, she has Nostrafu. I completely forgot about that.
Disappointing, but I will not misplace my heart.
Also, did my Discord actually just have a notification go through? It did. Why is streamer mode not on? I apologize if anyone just got very confused. Will thunder still be enough? It'll still be enough, assuming it hits. Cool.
Well done. I nearly wound up a patient in my own infirmary.
You were wide open.
So, you've made it past Manuela, eh? I see now I must focus, and then make my move.
Oh, he's not going to move. Okay. Streamer mode is very handy for when you're, you know, streaming. Or recording, or doing anything that requires there to not be noise. Everyone crowd around so everyone can get healing. Welcome back, Nuke.
That's my cue.
Okay, how much damage is she gonna deal? She can just kill him. Okay. And even if she doesn't manage it, she can take another hit, so it doesn't matter.
My goodness. The leadership of someone with actual battle experience is, well,
Alright,
as
Nick.
good as useless.
Have a good night.
Witness my power.
Yeah, I do it mostly because I don't have if I'm watching a video or something and I hear the Discord notification sound, my brain thinks that's mine, not whoever I'm watching. So I'll go and check Discord and there'll be nothing.
All right, that's that. The winner of this mock battle is the Black Eagle House.
Even though it was just a mock battle, we defeated both houses masterfully.
You wanted to take a nap, so why would I not let you fall asleep?
My thank you so much.
Excellent work today, Professor. Though our victory should come as no surprise. Was it? I'm not sure I agree with that.
That was impressing, Professor. I mean, impressive. We gained a victory because of your great leadership.
We certainly did. We all tried our best.
I mean, I'm used to working with really small groups of units, so that was actually pretty easy.
I was curious what it would look like if you did not hold back, and you did not disappoint.
I dare say we owe our victory to Lady Edelgard.
How so? For that battle, she was only a soldier following our professor's command. Sure, she was an incredibly powerful soldier.
Don't worry about it too much, Linhardt. All that matters is that we won.
I'm all done with being on the battlefield, okay? I'd rather stay back than pursue victory out there.
You were all as ridiculous as always. We only managed to win because we worked together. Was it something I said? Is it so odd, me talking about togetherness? If so, that perception must change. In fact, I'm canceling the festivities so we can discuss this topic further. I'm kidding, of course. Come on, everyone. We've earned this celebration.
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Gerald trained you well.
It wasn't Gerald that trained me on how to play Fire Emblem, it was playing a buttload of Fire Emblem games.
I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students.
It is decently difficult to resist the urge to
I'm
just
so
use
happy
the
to
main
hear it.
character for most
Nothing
things.
would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Because if this holds tradition with every creative protagonist in a Fire Emblem game, he will be the best unit.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice.
So if this holds
Real
to
fight was
Awakening
battle
or
of the
Fates,
Eagle and
everyone will be stat capped by the end of the game, and no one will feel unique in the slightest, and
You
yeah.
are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month ahead. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
Those affiliated with Garrigmach Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social standing. Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. Understood? I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
I can sense something
That
special.
guy doesn't
within
like
your
us.
heart. I have high hopes for you.
Bandits, they say.
Basically all shooters are the same.
Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct? Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me.
I mean, lady, it's pretty shocking to have a goddess in your head.
You ought to know that I am always with you now. To hear my voice should not come as a shock.
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of Damned Saros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial.
I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to!
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
Part 1.
More story
White
time.
Clouds. Harpstring moon. Familiar scenery. In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
I guess the motion controls is slightly tilted at the moment. Hey, 2,000 gold.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits. Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience. The Knights will support your mission, and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
The last time we fought bandits, you saved me. Maybe I can return the favor this time. The Knights are well aware of our enemy's strength. We can count on them to keep the battlefield under control for us. It seems unlikely that we would lose. Still, let's do all we can to prepare.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery? Oh.
I mean, I kind of like character development. I will agree this game has probably a little too much talking, given it's been 2 hours and we're only now getting to Chapter 2.
When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. But I guess I had nothing to worry about. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you by now, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well. I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down, ever.
Yeah, I'll buy her flowers. True, but Borderlands isn't exactly a game that's trying to have much of a story, except for Lilith messes everything up, and everyone else has to clean up after her. That is the story of Borderlands. even down to literally the pre-sequel. The events of Borderlands 2 probably would not have happened had Lilith not punched that rune into Jack's face. Armory. Does anyone need a new weapon? I mean, you could do with a proper weapon. I'll hand around excess weapons as needed. Don't really need any items. Explore. Yeah, you can travel to places I've already been. Girl's voice. There's a fair few quests.
Professor, hey, do you know how old Captain Gerald is?
That's enough, Leone. If I don't know, how could my child know?
Yeah, that's a fair point from Gerald.
It's not normal to forget your own age, you know. It's kind of worrisome, actually.
By the time you're forgetting your own age, you're past the point of caring.
That is also surprisingly accurate.
I guess if you put it that way, you've got a point.
I have a request.
Hello.
Blue.
Oh, Professor. Hello. I was just looking for my... Well, it's like a pale blue cloth. Have you seen it?
What is it? I'm not doing anything. I'm not bothering anybody. Am I?
I mean, yeah, to be fair, main character dude here could also be that old, because age, question mark, question mark. We don't have an age. We just exist.
Have we met? No. Sorry. You remind me of someone I know.
I don't think I need to do anything in here, but she's in here.
Hello. If you'll excuse me.
Yeah, you can recruit people from other houses, but I know I don't have the stats to do any of that for the time being. So I don't really care about seeds. I'll probably tackle gardening at some point, but when you only have 2 actions a day, it just feels like a waste for the time being. I gotta stop saying the time being. He'll show up eventually. Technically, the time being is in my head. And blue shinies are always things that you want to inspect, because they give you stuff. Well, at most 20. Not at least 20. At least would mean he was born immediately after Gerald left. And now there's more cats. This monastery has a lot of cats. Maybe that's why it's not very trustworthy.
So...
Hello, guard.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Are you settled in here at the monastery yet? Make sure to have a good look around. There's much to see. Like fish. You do know about the pond behind the dining hall, right?
Yeah, I know I can fish there. I don't fish there because that takes up actions. And quests require actions quite often. I'm gonna try and get one more battle in this stream.
What? You look bored. Care to duel? What? I just wanted to spar.
You there!
We will accompany you on your assignment. We don't want anything to happen to our precious students. If any of you run into trouble, we'll step in and help out.
Oh, Professor, how are you today? I'm just heading out for a mission. I'll be seeing you. What makes you say that? Do you know something I don't? Are there supernatural elements at play? Ghosts? Oh, forget it. I'll be going now.
Okay, so this dude's afraid of ghosts.
A moment, please.
Yeah.
What? I'm bored. Maybe I should go into town. But that would be such a hassle. Oh, hi, Professor. I'm rather busy right now, so do make it quick. Ah, you can tell? I suppose being a professor has taught you how to ferret out time wasters.
I mean, you just said you're not doing anything.
Please. You know, Professor, there are some things I'll just never understand. Like the other night, I went on a date with a dashing, handsome, strong young knight. Oh, I'm a bit weak just remembering him. Anyway, do you know what that no-good jerk said when we got back to my room? He said, "What a mess. I'm afraid to go in there." Can you believe it? You know who cares about keeping everything neat and tidy? Not me, that's who. Afraid to go in there. Some knight he is.
Amiibo gazebo, I don't care. Though I do like how they made it rhyme. I mean, Nintendo gets points for that, but I really don't care. I don't have any of the Fire Emblem amiibos, and I doubt any of the amiibos I have would work. So...
How about this? Do you know about the Cardinals? They are the ones who run the church. Their identities are a closely guarded secret.
Right, I should probably actually be looking at where I'm supposed to be going. Trying to find where my arrow is. Okay, I'm here. There's a quest in the dining hall.
Hey!
So I do want to go this way. Right, this quest is to cook.
Right. I've got to find out everyone's likes and dislikes so I know what to cook. Who knows when it'll be my turn at kitchen duty? How about you, Professor? Do you like sweet or spicy food?
I like spicy. Sweet food doesn't sit well with me.
Spicy? Ooh, your tastes are so mature. I'll definitely remember that.
If I eat too much spice, like sweet stuff, I start to feel sick. Well, not even too much, just like, for most people, it would be less than what they could eat. For me, like, for a good example, if I eat like half a piece of the average sized piece of cake, I will start feeling sick because it's too sweet.
Would you kindly do something for me?
Right, I forget. Right, I need to collect recipes. From the library, but I also need to go this way. And straight ahead.
What the? Let's see.
This way and this way. This place is so bloody huge.
I have a favor to ask.
There's that quest. I think there'll be a quest up here too.
The cathedral is nice and quiet. It's so relaxing. Oh, Professor, did you come to pray to the goddess?
Sure.
Me too. Shall we pray together?
I mean, I didn't really, but, you know.
Inside the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the four saints, Saint Indech, Saint Macule, Saint Keyhole, and
Saint Sethlin! Who is your favorite, Professor?
now that you are a member of the Church, be sure to familiarize yourself with our teachings and traditions.
I'd rather not.
I have something to ask of you.
Go find a person in the courtyard.
It is the duty of every Fodlan noble to demonstrate piety towards Zeros. Have you also come to offer your prayers to the goddess, Professor?
Sure.
You don't sound terribly sure. Perhaps you are not of noble birth? After all, devotion is not as essential for a commoner.
Now. I mean, I could just ignore the quests, but I mean, rewards are nice.
Well... Hello?
I was thinking.
Hello?
I've gone too far, haven't I? Yes, I have. This way.
Let's see.
It can be so hard to tell sometimes because the marker for the area you're in gets in the way.
Okay. Bridget, Elmira, Dusker, even people from far-off lands gather here at the Academy. Word of advice, Professor. There are those who don't think kindly of such people.
There's that quest done. Now I need to get to the second floor so I can go collect this. Wait, no, the song sheet is this way. Alright, Code Mario. Have a good night. At least the song sheet was this way. Oh man, save. Is it just randomly around somewhere? Oh yeah, there it is.
Hey there.
So it's kind of randomly placed.
That said. Let's see.
Now.
Hey, you.
That way's unimportant. This is the way I want. I need in here and to collect this blue shiny.
Thanks for your help.
I guess some mercenaries, and soldiers, and some renown. I can explain battalions when the time comes. And here is something decently important, I guess.
Excellent work guiding the students in the mock battle. And bearing the unknown crest's power? Yes, I'm talking about you. Your talents are incredible, and Lady Rhea's insight as to your potential is doubly so.
Oh, okay. It's not actually a thing I can do yet. That must come later. Libraries this way, I think. Yes.
Swimming through a sea of countless books, tracking down that single sought-after volume, it's absolute bliss. How do the poor fools who spend their days sharpening swords and polishing armor find any joy in life?
Yeah, I suppose I should come talk to this person too.
I'm so glad to be a student here. If only because I get to use this library, reading books from all the regions of Fodlan. I feel almost like I'm visiting those places myself. I'd like to. I don't have many chances to travel.
In the books here we can learn about the place, but I don't really care that much. I mean, I'm very much assuming that the church here is going to be the bad guys.
What?
Yeah, that's what I said. You don't need to be so, you know...
Xanadu, the Red Canyon, is a place of great significance to the Church of Seros. Even members of the church are forbidden from entering without permission. To go trampling around in there, causing trouble. Those bandits truly are morally reprehensible.
Now, I can just fast travel. But I'm basically right here. Oh, I went the wrong way. Did I? Once again, it's kind of hard to tell. I know, that was the right way, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, well, fast travel then, because apparently the door doesn't want to open.
My savior, thank you.
I don't think I have to do that. No, I don't. Okay. Good.
Right.
Really? Hi.
Hey, you.
I was thinking.
Okay.
A moment,
I think I went too far again. Yeah, I should just fast travel. I suppose I didn't go too far.
You're a lifesaver.
Oh hey, she actually gets a bonus from this, so I'll deal with her. And 1 defense, 2 luck, or 3 health. I'm gonna say 1 defense. Makes more sense.
Sounds fun! Let me show you my cooking talent.
The pan's on fire.
A little more secret spice, and... Hey! No peeking!
And now the pan is sparkling. She burnt it to a sparkle. Yeah. Oh, new sparkly. Now where do I go? Oh right, I need to report to the dude up here. I had completely forgot.
So, well done. You have my thanks.
And now I need to go and talk with Ed. With Miss Ed.
Perhaps. For some students, this will be their first time stepping onto a real battlefield. It's important that they're mentally prepared. As for me, do I look green to you? Is there anything else you wish to ask me about? Regarding... Just as you should which house a student, so if you become...
There we go. There's all that stuff dealt with, and now I still have some actions, so I'm gonna go fish. There's fish. Right, you need to talk to the fishing guy. Fish. Fish. I actually messed this one up slightly. Didn't mess that one up. Messed that up. I need to take all these fish to Blathers. He will surely appreciate them. That is actually something I'm wondering if they're gonna bring back for the new Animal Crossing. Is Blathers, well, blathering on about everything you give him. Sad I didn't get a perfect on that. There's all of my baits used. Suppose that fishing doesn't take energy. Okay. I thought it would. I suppose I'll check the garden, I guess? Okay, I can only have one thing planted at a time, I guess. Yeah, I suppose this just makes the most sense. Oh, I thought that actually took energy. I suppose I should pay more attention to that. It's not exactly... Well, it probably tells you, but... Just from, you know, appearance and doing things, it's not overly clear what takes energy and what doesn't. More food. Yeah, more food. Who all would get a bonus from this? She has an up arrow. So I'll bring her and to her again.
Ooh, this is my favorite. Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
More professor skill. And that's everything.
Have you not been told what's expected from lectures here? Well, I can tell you how it works based on what I've heard from other professors.
Yeah, I basically know how it works.
Before starting, students, it's probably by looking. A student would not how much to help. Please try your best to. At the if you have you heard every in or take care to.
Okay. Where's my group task of Skywatch? Because you like flying. Making her a flyer wouldn't hurt. I like flyers too much. I'll get both of them working on flying. As for instructing, you could really use some spear instruction. So, spear. 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 I'll leave her like that because I don't want to. I don't want to kill her motivation completely. You. I have a bit of experience there. You. You're gonna be a Myrmidon. Like, that's just... Well, you're gonna be a flyer, but... For now, you're gonna be probably Myrmidon. So, sword. More swords.
You have my thanks for your support.
More sword. I think I'm out of energy, yeah. Now... Wish I could see... Well... You... Sword and... Flying. You're good with that for now. You're into both of the magics. Which tells me he'll probably get a heal as well, which will be pretty handy. He probably has a heal now, thinking on it. I forget which of the books is... Faith will be healing. So, sword, faith. Oh, she has no interest in faith. Okay. Okay.
I have a question.
An ordinary girl can be more popular than exceptional beauty. How with aristocrats, some prefer a viscount when they could have a duke instead. What do you think that is? I mean, technically the bottom and the bottom two here are should both be the right answer, because everyone has their own preferences, and a fancy meal does get boring if you have it every day. I guess everyone has their own preferences.
By any chance, are you just giving me a random answer?
No, I'm not. They're both right.
We must be working with each other.
Oh no, this is impossible.
We had a great result.
Well then. That worked out. Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
And here's the point where I can battle. Everyone's still equipped, so... Auxiliary battles are now available. How often you can battle is limited by your activity points. On normal, some auxiliary battles will not cost activity points. Which is why I'm playing on hard on my own time. In the battlefield, you may see spirits of those who perished on other players' battlefields. They are more likely to appear in places where death is frequent. Spirits that appear in this shade indicate an area where many enemy units have fallen. You can collect items that were dropped by the vanquished. Spirits that appear in this shade indicate an area where many allied units were lost. They can impart blessings such as experience or restored equipment durability. Luckily, this at least still takes an activity point. Do the practice battle. Deploy for the practice battle. Now, I'm going to sound a little rude in saying this probably, but at least on my own time, I don't know if it'll still be here. There's a yellow mark on this map. I don't understand how. Yeah, there's a yellow mark here.
So that students can experience taking command. I doubt I need to say this to a mercenary like you, but if you have...
No, I'm
After you
good.
hide battalion, be sure to... When you... If again... Joining...
Now, inventory. Battalions. Who has... Okay, you don't need that. You can have them. Now, you can stay behind, you stay behind, you can come, you stay behind. I actually don't even need this guy. 5 units is more than enough. We'd also cut back on the experience I can give to others, so for now he can just stay back. I'm not gonna need them. Yeah, yellow mark. I don't understand. Like, how could you lose anybody here? Well, I suppose if you bring everybody, you're gonna have a lot of level 1s with you, but... Yeah, I don't understand. Actually, I wonder, you... Wait, no, I want inventory. He does have heal. Okay. And Nosferatu. Nosferatu used to be female only. Okay. I wish I could take that from him and give it to someone else. Might actually be handy to bring him along. He's definitely more useful than Dorothea is. No. I can probably make it with just this. Just to make sure. Yeah, everyone's set up good. Now, those guys can move right into the forest.
Stay focused.
I can probably fight my way through the forest. Especially because I think I'm... Oh no, I'm only level 2 right now.
Oh no.
Have her back me up.
I will get the victory.
I will prevail.
That's my cue.
That's kind of a thing about main characters. He has a chance to heal himself every time he attacks.
Such power dwells within?
So... yeah.
I thought I was dead. What did I expect?
Okay, thunder that one.
You can't stop me.
That one's dead.
Winning's always nice.
At least she's level 2 now.
Growth is a part of life.
Show me more.
Predictable.
Watch me lose a unit now. Now that I've talked crap. Combat art, curved shot. Yep, that'll finish him off. I knew the standard shot wouldn't have done it, but there we go. Yeah, they're all going to attack her. See that. At least they're all going to try to. That is a high crit rate. Maybe this will work out. Nope. I was really hoping you would crit. It died anyway.
What was that?
What? Okay.
It's a long...
Unless that was a crit. And it just didn't look like one.
You were wide open.
Yeah, this is a good example of why I don't see the combat arts as a lot of good, like a lot of use. She's gonna get 2 guaranteed hits of 9 just attacking. Or I could use this and get a guaranteed hit of 14. 9 and 9 is more than 14. And that's using 3 weapon durability. This would only use 2. It's like, I don't understand. I should probably just leave her in the forest. Yeah, he could get into the forest to attack her no matter what, so... It's better I leave her there, because he's gonna survive. It's better he fights a disadvantage than an advantage. Wait. I meant... Yeah. You guys know what I meant. Not the enemy fighting, but Dora. Dora the Explorer over there. Can you finish him off with the sword? No, no you cannot. You can't even finish him off with your magic. Okay. Just had to go and get hit. Yeah,
Flame
Petra.
Spirit, protect me.
A rusted bow. Yeah, send it to the convoy. That might be a little dangerous. That would have 4 of them attacking main character. I'd only have 3. If I left him here, it'd be none of them. But then it'd be 4 of them attacking her. Really wish that would just kill. Well, you need health, so Vulnerary. Um... 65% chance to basically make 2 of them not do anything. Yeah, I'll risk it. Hey, it worked. Alright, it just deals damage through.
Should I have held back?
At least I think. Main character can definitely take hits for days.
We must all do our part.
Your defeat was inevitable.
Let's try again. I mean, there's no real risk if that misses. I've just not done anything for the turn. But if it hits, you know, piercing damage. Yeah, that would be a bad idea.
Witness my power.
Really need to get her using something other than that axe, though.
Can I go now?
As expected. Another step forward.
Bullion! Send it to the convoy. I want to get that stuff. So it's the two. There's like 3 purple marks I haven't been able to really get to. It's only one of them that can reach her, right? Yeah.
Each battle, a chance to grow. Such power.
You know, it's probably in the attempt to get, like, the purple marks and stuff that people are losing units.
I won't go down so easily. I want to be...
Training bow, and you didn't take any damage. I'll just move you down there. Just wait. She can easily take another turn or 2 of damage. Yeah, 'cause she's already back to 19. Next turn, she'll get another heal for 3. Experience.
War feeds my body and mind.
Yeah, this is a bit of a waste, but let's use Vulnerary. Rusted bow. There we go. That'll work.
Anywhere I can hide. What did I expect?
MVP. She definitely was, standing there with a bow, being attacked. Yeah, I'd say with that third battle and marking the 3rd hour of this stream about to start, that's good for today. I will undoubtedly be coming back to this to continue along on future days. This gives me something to stream off of the Switch again. For those who are possibly unaware, I do have a Discord channel. Should you wish to join that, it is linked in the description on YouTube, in the info on Twitch. With that said, I will be back streaming tomorrow, possibly more Fire Emblem, possibly something else. I don't quite know yet. I decide usually on the day what I'm going to stream. So with that said, thanks everyone for watching, and hopefully I shall see you tomorrow for more streaming. See you all then.